Hello, my name is Jeff Franklin, and today I'd like to show you how to install Walnut Studiolo's 4 braided leather handlebar wraps. I hand cut this shape out of a hide, skive the edges so that the braids lay flatter, and then you will also receive a packet with needle, thread, and instructions. Before we get started, what you're going to want to do is remove the old handlebar wraps you have. Typically, if they're cork, full cork wrapped bar tape, what you want to do is make sure that all of the cork and the glue come off of the bars so they're nice and clean. Then what we'll do is we will wet the leather down. What I'll do is simply dunk the leather into the water. Perfect. And I'm going to leave this other set dry while I install the first set. So to stitch on the 4 braid is simple. We've got 2 rows of stitching on either side. First stitch comes out and then in the same one on the other side. I like to go through that first hole twice, and I am only doing the first 2 stitch holes before I go to the far side. So I skip 2 exactly in the center because we're just anchoring it down, and all we need this to do is to hold it in place. So to finish up the stitching, all we need to do is tighten the thread and tie a knot. Thread it underneath and then tie a knot. Now taking the needle, send it back through one of those stitch holes, like so, and cut the remaining string off with a pair of scissors. Now that we have the handlebar wrap anchored to the brake hood, we've got these 4 straps. We'll refer to the top and the bottom. So we say 2 straps on the top, 2 straps on the bottom. To get it started, we're going to do left over right. And on the bottom it's the reverse, it's left under right. And this is the position, this is the starting position for the 4 braid. And what we'll do is we'll bring the back braid over, just like that, and then send the top braid back. And that's it right there. You can see we're now back in the same starting position. We want to do the same thing again. We're bringing the back side over, the top side under. Just like that. One up, one down on either side. So, over and under. You want to keep an eye on the handlebars, make sure that the straps are tight and that it's covering the aluminum. Get the top done, send the back over. We're in a regular position right there. I'm just going to hold it, get some electrical tape. We're going to tape just inside where we want to cut this off. Okay, and that tape is going to help ensure that it doesn't unravel. Okay, so I'll get some scissors and we'll cut these straps off. So we've cut off the straps with scissors, which leaves a bit of a rough edge. To get a really clean edge, I like to take an X-Acto blade, and if it's new and sharp, it'll just press right through the leather. You really want to be careful here. just like that. And once you find where you want it to be, just work your way around. Okay, once you have finished cleaning up the top edge, you're ready to braid the second half. Now, if they've become dry, you really want to wet them down just a little bit. This is where the spray bottle comes in handy. Okay, those feel good. So, same as the top side, you want to start left over right on the top, left under right on the bottom, and that's our starting position. So to continue braiding, one strap from the back, one from the front. And as we get to the end of the handlebars, we'll just simply continue braiding as long as we can. That's it right there. Grab a small piece of electrical tape and just hold everything in place. That looks really good. Okay, and then with some scissors, you should be able to cut along the end of the handlebar as a guide. Now that we've trimmed the end of the leather, we'll put one more piece of electrical tape down. And as it curls around the leather, that is done, ready for a bar plug. And roll down the rubber brake hood, and it covers up all of the stitching. And that's done. We're ready to move on to the next side. So we have the 4 braided handlebar wrap installed, and it's looking really good. Tied off with electrical tape on all 4 sides. There's only one step left to do, and for that we're going to wet this leather down one last time and really get it nice and wet. This is a little secret tip here. So we've got it sprayed down. Yeah, you can feel it. It's a bit softer, it's a bit more tactile. Then you're going to want to take any wood handled tool you have. In this case, it's a hammer, and burnish the surface. And what this is doing is knocking down all of those high ridges. And this is going to create a much smoother profile, which is going to feel really good on the hand. And there we have it, the 4 braided leather handlebar wrap by Walnut Studiolo. I'd love to see pictures of your bike. You can send it to us at walnutstudiolo@gmail.com and find us online, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you very much.